One warm summer day, Alice was sitting under a tree with her sister. The weather was hot, and the book her sister was reading was so boring that Alice couldn't stop yawning. She wished something exciting would happen. Just then, a little white rabbit ran past them. He was wearing clothes and holding a pocket watch. The rabbit shouted, "Oh
Oops,
dear, I'm late. I'm very late," and hurried away. Curious, Alice jumped up and followed him. When the rabbit disappeared into a hole, Alice leaned in to look, but suddenly she slipped and began to fall. She fell slowly through a deep tunnel, passing floating books, teapots, and strange objects spinning around her. At last, she landed softly on the floor of a long hallway filled with doors of all sizes. On a small table, she found a bottle with a label that said, "Drink me." Alice took a sip, and she began to shrink smaller and smaller. "Oh my, I'm tiny," she cried. Now small enough, she went through the tiniest door and entered an amazing place. Flowers could talk, cats could disappear, and everything looked upside down. She had stepped into Wonderland. As she walked, Alice found a long table where the Mad Hatter and the March Hare were having a very strange tea party. "Welcome, Alice," the Hatter said, "but it's not your birthday, so we can't celebrate." "Yes, we only drink very silly tea," the March Hare added. The whole tea party was completely chaotic. Leaving the tea party, Alice came to the Queen of Hearts' garden. The Queen was shouting loudly as she marched around. "Off with their heads!" she screamed. But Alice wasn't scared. She had begun to understand that in Wonderland everything was just a game. Suddenly, a breeze blew past, and the world around her started to fade. Alice blinked and opened her eyes. She was back under the tree. Her sister was still reading her book. It was all just a dream. Such a wonderfully strange dream, Alice whispered. And so Alice's adventure in Wonderland came to an end. She realized that sometimes the most magical journeys live inside our imagination.